Hey, I'm Gusvo, and I am... No, I'm not trying to be. I am a writer. But let's be honest, that's a real hard line avoid to get into. Comics, I mean. Especially if you're a writer. I mean, if you're an artist, it is hard enough already, but at least you can promote yourself in some way. You can make your art, in some cases, that's it. You gotta finish a piece of work, you can just post on social media or whatever. What I mean is, you got something to show people. That's your work, right there. Finished. Even in the early days of the comic book industry, you could just roam around landing portfolios filled with art you just did in your parents' basement. But if you're a writer, just by yourself, what do you got? How can you show people your work? What can you show people? I've been working mainly as a writer for a couple of years now. Since 2023, I have been working for a Caverna, writing scripts for their videos that focuses on retelling comic stories and character histories. But I don't really consider that creating, you know? It's more like retelling stories, not telling stories. When you're a kid, recreating movie scenes with action figures is cool and all, but nothing beats telling your own stories with those toys. And to me, that's what a writer is. That's what I'm trying to do at least. Big stories with cool toys. But when you're just a writer who sucks at drawing, that is, it's like playing with no toys. Thankfully, I have met some really talented artists along the way, with whom I was lucky enough to collaborate and begin to see my ideas getting life. Between my jobs as a freelance writer for YouTube, I have managed to write some comics that are slowly beginning to see the light of day. That's what I'm going to show you on this channel. They're not complete and out yet, but that's why I created the channel itself. I want to talk ideas and mostly share the process. So first, I'll talk about something I call... So, a lot of people from the industry talk about how you should just create your own IP and do whatever you want with it because of all the bureaucracy involved in big companies like Marvel and DC and yada yada. Yeah, they're right. But when you're young and no one knows who you are, it's very hard to believe people will instantly be interested in whatever character you are creating. On the other hand, if you're making a Batman story, you'll probably get people's attention a bit more. Well, don't get me wrong, no one knows who you are and still no one cares who you are. But they care for Batman, that's for sure. No, I don't think you should write Batman just to get more visibility. But if you truly love the character, every approach will turn into a unique approach. Even with a character whose existence comes long before any of us were even born. I am no Grant Morrison, I'm aware of that, but I am me. And to those stories I want to tell, only I could tell. Imagine writers were musicians. In that scenario, one could argue characters are like classic songs, being covered and then recovered by an infinite amount of musicians, each one with their own voice and style. That's not entirely wrong, but there's more to it. To me, those characters are not songs, they are instruments that could be played by endless musicians whose music could not be more different from one another, except for the fact that they all use the same instruments. Just like musicians, writers take what came before to recreate, reimagine, and re-signify it. Just like hip-hop, it all comes down to sampling. Oh hey, now's the part I yap about some stuff I wrote. This here is Theatrum, a 3-act comic book I've been slowly writing since 2021, when I shamelessly DM'd Ferrante, the artist, practically begging him to work with me. The story follows a pulpy Batman still in his early years of crime fighting, accustomed to fighting thieves, the mob and serial killers, when suddenly, one night, he walks into the Monarch Theater and meets the devil. Barbatos, the bat demon that cursed Gotham to be the strange theatrical place it is and has always been. Why are most of the characters in the Batman mythos performer archetypes, like a circus performer, a clown, a luchador, an opera singer, an actor? Maybe Barbatos, the monarch, and even Gotham itself have something to do with it. Or maybe Barbatos, the monarch, and Gotham are one of the same. Not just a city, but a living, breathing, soul-eater fantastical stage. For inspiration, I took a lot from Gothic tales like The Phantom of the Opera and Faust, as well as Lovecraftian stories like The Nameless City and The King in Yellow, mixed with modern pieces like Twin Peaks, In the Mouth of Madness, and Alan Wake 2, as we see Batman slowly understanding the true meaning of his endless crusade and the true cost of it. It's pulpy, it's cosmic, it's theatral, and it's meta. We've only announced it like a short while ago and it did really well on Twitter, so I'm very excited to see where he goes. It is set to release next year, 2026, and I hope to post more of the process here in this channel. Then, I got City of Gods, which is a cute short story set in Marvel's New York. Here, we follow Robbie Robertson, Spider-Man's friend and Daily Bugle reporter, as he dares to ask himself, of all the places in the universe, why did these all-powerful gods choose New York to be their home? To answer that, we explore the city and its superpowered inhabitants to understand their most powerful trait, humanity. If Alex Ross's Marvels explore the humans who live among gods, City of Gods explore the humans who happen to be seen as gods, and the true creative forces of nature that created them. As the story is, above anything else, a big love letter to Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko. For its aesthetic and looks, I researched a lot of mid-century graphic design, poster arts and postcards, but really, I owe it all to Lucas Ribeiro, the immensely talented artist working with me on this one. He perfectly captures the warmth of the 60s Silver Age, so go check him out. Well, that was it for now. Trust me, I still have a lot of other projects to talk about, but those two are definitely the most author-oriented and the most advanced in the process, I guess. So if all this idea of YouTube channel works out, I'd be very happy to come back and yap even more. Like, there's this channel I made with some friends where we create our own Marvel Universe with original art, scripts, voice acting, and insane editing, but they're all in Portuguese. But hey, maybe we could translate them to English and post them somewhere. This here is more of a side project, but I'm really passionate about it and I hope to create a space to share this journey with you. Anyways, I don't expect this video to have a big repercussion or get any views, but in any case, if I eventually get somewhere with this writer stuff, I guess it would be nice to have a type of record of its early days on this little corner of the internet. Yeah, thank you for watching, truly. If you want to see more of it as it comes out, check out my socials in the description. And hey, keep on creating. Cheers, bye.